uh specific people that I talk to, and I realize that if I meet this person, I'm gonna hug them, which
Right.
is a weird thing because I never wanted to hug anyone, but
Yeah.
now it's like God is opening me up to things
Yeah.
that I thought I didn't like, but mostly it was because of experiences from my childhood, from being beaten by my stepmom for one, and thinking that every touch means pain,
Mm.
and now you're keeping away from everyone because you don't want to be in pain. And now with healing, I want to hug people because I have now learned. And the funny thing is, from Kevin, Sarah's husband, he is such a great hugger.
Mm.
And it is through him that I experienced the love of a father. I told Sarah before they left that, you know what, being around Kevin and just seeing him with you guys and the way he treated me has made me realize that this, like, relationships can be good, and it doesn't always mean that every man that you meet wants to use you or wants to abuse you. There can be good relationships. You can meet men who want to love you because Christ calls us to love, and that's it. So, you talking about hugs, I just realized that now I actually don't mind hugging people.
Yeah. Yeah. That, I mean, I know I keep saying that what a
Mm-hmm.
gift, but this is such a gift from a father
Yeah.
who loves to give.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
think the reason I keep using the language of a gift from the father
Mm.
is because I didn't have a father who gave gifts. I had a father who promised gifts and then broke his promises.
Yeah.
And God is
Yeah.
like, that's not who I am.
Are
And
Are
my
you sure
dad
you
was,
don't have the same parents?
I know.
Because
This is why I said, I'm like, she's the sister that I don't know what happened to her. Right.
I mean, you just described your mom, and I swear your mom is in the other room, and now you're describing your dad. It's like, huh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we have the same parents.
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
carry on. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, like, and I'm kind of like thinking out loud as I'm saying all of this of just, it's all coming
Mm-hmm.
together now of why I keep hearing the gifts from the Father, because
Mm-hmm.
God, that's an area that God's healing in my heart
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
being, being let down where someone promises something and they break the promise.
Yeah.
Um, and for that to happen from a father to a daughter, there's a whole world of issues that come into that.
Mm,
A whole, like, that's a whole other conversation that we could have another podcast just on
yeah.
that.
That
Just on
one. Yeah.
that. Right.
Yeah.
But I want to be mindful of your time just because of, I know it's really late there.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
you're like, I'm
Yeah.
up now. Who cares? No. Um, but I could literally talk to you all day just because,
Me too.
like, your joy and your depth of humility that
Yeah.
you walk, the way you walk with the Lord is like, it's beautiful to watch and to hear you share that part of your story of what it looked like when you were growing up, and how you get to help your mom, like, uncover dreams that she didn't even know were could be
Mhm.
realities. Like, what a beautiful gift of the daughter to, like, it feels very much tangible, like a Proverbs 31 woman, like you came back to give to her what she gave to you,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know? And just
Yeah.
to,
She planted that seed.
yeah. And it is
She's
true
just.
that, you raise up a child in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not depart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
True.
wouldn't be sitting here today had my mother not been a praying mama.
Yes.
because I've told the story before that she was like, well, I'm just going to pray for you. And I was like, I don't need you to pray for me. I'll pray for you.
Mhm.
And I
Yep.
said it with like rolling my eyes and twisting my neck, like,
Mhm.
and then went off and ran off to a club probably. But, but I'm really grateful for you sharing this microphone with me and sharing this space. And I want to bring you back because that conversation about daughters and fathers is a real conversation.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
and I want to come visit. Like I'm right now, I'm like,
Please.
I'm like,
Please.
check my passport and make sure it's current. 'Cause I want to come visit. I would love,
Mm.
man, and I'm just dreaming out loud, but I would love to come
Yeah.
visit and bring my daughter with me.
Please
And
do.
oh, that would just be, I have some
It
ideas
would
rolling through
be.
my head of how we can make that happen.
Yes.
Um, so I'm just gonna put it out into the atmosphere with Jesus and let him handle the rest.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
at any rate, I'm grateful for you. And to the listeners that have been leaning in, I really pray that this conversation spoke to you. It spoke to me on so many levels. Um, I've written down some of the scriptures that we referenced throughout this conversation, and I'm going to put them in the
Please
show
send them to
notes.
me.
I will send them to you. Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to put them in the show notes so that everybody that's listening will have them. I'm
Mhm.
also going to drop your Instagram handle and your Facebook link in the show notes so they can follow you and get in touch with you to see how they can be praying for you and to support you in the work
Yeah.
that you're doing. Um,
Mm.
and I will just continue to just pray for you to be available to whatever the Lord
Amen.
is doing in your heart,
Yeah.
between you and your mother's relationship, between you and your siblings.
Mhm.
And I'm excited just to see what the charge and the yield produces because I
Yeah.
know it's gonna be something phenomenal.